Greetings to all my loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite and sexiest spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. I hope everybody's doing well. It's a new week of a new year. I hope everybody feels renewed and blessed to even be alive. If you're watching this video, I hope that you're grateful to be here because a lot of people didn't make it, and I'm grateful for you being here. Okay, don't forget to like and follow me, subscribe, do whatever you got to do so that you can keep getting these good messages from the divine through me as a divine channel. And I appreciate your time. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This information was given to me as a divine channel, and any use and or reproduction of this information without the proper accreditation from where it was received will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties and or individuals. And so it is. Now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get started. So I know before you came in here, you saw the topic. So we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, because nobody really talks about manifesting your fears. And I think probably that's because nobody really wants to come across as being pessimistic, especially when you're talking about manifestation. You know, people, we want to highlight the positive things of manifestation, which would be the things that you receive, your actual manifestations. But a lot of us block our manifestations at times because we unintentionally manifest our fears. And a lot of people, they can't help it. You know, that's why so many people suffer from anxiety, you know, and anxiety can be a major cause for manifesting your fears as well. But here's what not to do, okay? First and foremost, what you need to know is that one of the most powerful tools of manifestation is the mind. And if you do not know how to balance yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually, because they all go together, okay, then that leaves room for the ego to take over and to implant negative seeds in your mind, your thoughts, and your manifestations, okay? And in previous videos before, I have told you guys the difference between your intuition and your ego. So when I'm saying that the ego will plant those negative seeds in your manifestations, what I'm saying is your ego is the part of your mind that likes to tell you, no, you cannot do something. That's the part that always wants to be the pessimist. Just like how you may have that angel and that devil on your shoulders during times when you're making decisions and it feels as though you can go either way. Your ego is 9 times out of 10 the one that's going to tell you to do something that's either going to sabotage your plans or stop you from moving forth with something that is positive and productive, even if it's intimidating. You know, your ego's the one saying, oh, well, what if we fuck up, but I can't X, Y, and Z. Negative. Now, that's not to say that sometimes your intuition will not tell you, hey, this is not a good idea. However, when it comes to manifestations, how you know that what you're trying to manifest is something that is positive, so therefore there's no reason why it shouldn't manifest, would be you think about what exactly it is that you're trying to manifest. It's what you're trying to manifest. Is it going to negatively affect or harm anyone else in any way? Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually? Will it cause harm to anyone? Now, if your manifestation is going to in turn bless others and yourself, if it's something that can benefit everybody, whether they may see your point of view at first or not, that will decipher on if your manifestation is positive and if you should move forward with it. Okay? And there's no reason why your intuition would tell you not to manifest something that's going to benefit yourself and others, right? Sometimes when you're doing your manifestations, you have to look past yourself, because what we also need to take into consideration is that everything that we do, every action sparks a reaction. So everything that you do is going to affect somebody somewhere. Everything that you manifest is going to affect others around you somewhere. It's just how, right? Stop worrying about the buts. That is something that your ego will put into your mind when you have you know, some people want to say sometimes they have delusions of grandeur. I like to say sometimes people have delusions of grandeur because they know that they have not put in the work for the manifestations that they are telling the universe that they want. So therefore, yes, you are being delusional, okay? Because you cannot ask the universe for certain things because you're not showing the universe, as I said, that you can handle those things, that you value yourself, okay? So why would they bless you with more? You have to take that into consideration when you're manifesting things as well. Also, James 2, verse 26, from the Bible says, "For so the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also." And I'm telling you right now, when you are manifesting, if you do not have faith in your manifestations and you have a seed of fear, it's not going to come through, because faith without works is dead. You cannot manifest with fear in your heart and fear in your mind. Don't worry about the what ifs. Don't worry about the buts. Okay, if God put that thought into your head, if you were guided to do something that's going to benefit you or others, there's no reason why you should not go forward with your manifestation. Don't let fear take over. Do not worry about, well, where are these things going to come from? You have to start making the moves. All right, tell the universe, show the universe your energy signal, what energy you put out into the universe. That is what is going to either magnetize your manifestations towards you or push them away. So if you're manifesting with fear, i.e., every day you're doing this task over and over and over again, but your heart is not in it. Why are you doing it? Just because you know that it's going to pay well, but your heart is not in it. You have fears, right? Because eventually, if you're doing something and your heart is not in it, it's going to show. So your manifestation is going to end up failing in the long run, because nobody can keep up a facade long term of something that they're truly not passionate about. And that's something that people like to manifest relationships. People like to manifest high profile jobs and things like that. And then once they get that, they can't handle it, right? You have to be able to show the universe that you have no fear, because anything, first and foremost, if you're doing anything, if you don't have any haters, you're not doing something right. Okay, so that right there tells you that along to manifestations, you're going to have challenges, you're going to have tests, you're going to have people that are going to try to dissuade you from what you want to do. And if you have your own fears added to that, how far do you really think you're going to go? How much do you think you're going to succeed? You're going to end up proving everybody right. All those people who already put that negative energy and cast those doubts on you. You have to believe in yourself. You never, ever, ever manifest out of fear. If you know that it's something that you want, but when you're thinking about the fact that you want it, you still have fear, that means you're not ready for it. Let that be an internal signal for you to go and prepare yourself before you start that manifestation, because you don't want to fuck it up, because you never know how many opportunities you will get to manifest something. Some things only come around once in a lifetime. You want to be prepared for that. So if you know one day you want something, start preparing for now. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. That's something that we all need to realize, ladies and gentlemen. God will test you with your fears first in order to see if you are ready for your manifestation. And that is very, very true. And the reason why that is because anything worth having is worth fighting for, worth working hard for, okay? Especially if you know that you deserve it. But God is going to test you because you ask God for something huge. How does he know that you're going to be able to handle it? If you can't handle that huge responsibility, if you can't handle being a superstar, if you can't even handle when you're sitting there, you're trying to manifest your dreams and stuff, and people are telling you negative things, or you have minor blockages, so one person tells you no, turns you away, and that right there puts that seed of doubt, and you're like, well, fuck it. How does he know if you're going to handle the big manifestation that you've been asking for? Ain't nobody got time to be wasting their time handing out gifts to people who don't know how to handle it. People, now Jamaicans, I know when I was younger growing up, we used to have some saying, we used to say sometimes that people, them wanga belly, that means your eyes are bigger than your stomach. A lot of times people see other people's manifestations. They see other people's blessings and how large they are. And they be like, oh, damn, I want that for myself. But they haven't even put in the work. They're not prepared. They cannot handle that. You see the after effects of that person's manifestation, but you don't realize the things that they had to go through to get that. You don't realize the fears and the obstacles that they had to conquer to get to where they are. All right? So before you ask God to bless you with something, he's going to test you with something else to see if you're ready. Before he gives you big, he's going to bless you or test you with something smaller to see how you handle that situation. Not just the positives. It's going to come with negatives too, because nothing in life is perfect. Nothing in life goes smoothly. So you should never accept that anything is just going to be smooth sailing. That's delusional. That's delusional. And if you were to ever manifest in a way to where you were to say, okay, it's just going to be smooth sailing, you're manifested from delusion. So you're going to be shattered when it turns out not to be that way. And we need to save ourselves those heartbreak. With everybody else in the world lying to us, do we really need to lie to ourselves? Exactly. Okay? And so while you're being tested with these manifestations, especially if your scary ass trying to manifest some big shit, and God know you pussy, the universe know you pussy, and you full of shit, they're gonna see what you do. They're gonna see how did you handle the idea of your fears manifesting, right? You said you wanted this, but how did you handle it when the thought came, when certain obstacles came on your way to your manifestation? Did you bitch out? Was it too much? Did you automatically throw the towel in and quit? Did it induce more fear, or did it induce faith for you to push through the unknown? You got to see that, because there's levels to that shit. There's levels to manifestation. There's levels to how you receive your blessings. And what a lot of us need to realize, when you put in a large order, it takes time. But while that order is being prepared, anything can happen in the kitchen. A lot of people subconsciously have a fear of failure, so they manifest their fears as a way out. And as sad as it is to say, that's true. That's why we have that thing that we call self-sabotage. Self-sabotage, the number one killer of people's dreams in 2022 and rolling into 2023. And we need to handle that, okay? A lot of times, people will, they'll be in two minds, basically. So at the same time that they're saying, yeah, I want to do this, they'll have that devil on their other shoulder saying, man, you know that shit ain't gonna work. Man, last time you tried this, last time you did that, man, everybody's doing that shit. So fucking what? So what? Right? Your job, while you're manifesting, your job is to hope for the best. All right? Aim for the moon, aim for the stars, aim as high as you can. And God will always bless you, right? If you aim as high as you can and you don't get there the first time, that means there's other levels to that shit. There's other things that you have to do to get there, but that doesn't mean you're not going to get there. So don't let your fears take over, because nothing is once and done. It didn't even take God one day to build the world. Like, come on. Be fucking for real. Just saying. So don't manifest your fears. Just because things may not go the pace that you wanted to, what you have to understand, it's not our timing, it's God's timing. That's why timing is so precious as well, because it's the one thing that we cannot get back. And once we use or abuse the time that God gave us by manifesting on our fears, when he told us to have faith and believe in him and walk by faith and not by sight, that's just time you wasting. Don't prove yourself unworthy by manifesting your fears. Don't do that. So also too, when I say that people subconsciously, they have that fear of failure and they manifest that fear as a way out, a lot of times somebody might try something and, they give it one try. They give it one shot. It might not even be a wholehearted shot because it's something new to them. They're not sure. But as they're sitting there taking that shot or trying, they're grumbling under their breath. They're like, man, this ain't gonna work out. Or let's just say they missed the first time. They'd be the first ones to sit there and be like, see, I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I didn't want to X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. You ain't no shit. You ain't no shit. Okay? So what? It messed up the first time. Try it again. Try it again. Do it different. Tweak it. What went wrong? Why it didn't work out? Pay attention. Learn from that. Those are lessons. Everybody looks at things as failures, right? And they settle it into their heart and their soul, their mind, their spirit as fear and failures, instead of lessons and learning from it and taking those, doing those tweaks, showing God, yes, I'm worthy of this. I caught that. My bad. I fixed it. Look at me now. That's what we all need to do, ladies and gentlemen, right? No longer are we going to manifest our fears moving forward. We're better than that. And those who know better, do better. Always remember that. And as you're going on your journey, make sure you check out my shop on Etsy, Empress Oracle Shop. And there I have everything that you need to aid you to manifest the proper things in life, to balance you, to make sure you're balanced emotionally, mentally, spiritually, to aid you on your way to remove all negative energy. I have everything you need, men, women, children, and in between. And I also do custom orders. That's Empress Oracle Shop on Etsy. You can find all that information in my link tree. You guys be blessed, and I love you all. And I hope that this message was received with love and benevolence, because that's the way that it was put out. Be well.